Hello everybody, welcome to Haiku Talk. I'm your host, Ben Ga, your friendly neighborhood haiku poet, and today we're going to take a look at a piece from the latest issue of Wales Haiku Journal with the first line of Sea Breeze. It comes to us from Lori Kiefer, and it's just a wonderful poem of the senses. So, with that, sit back, grab yourself a tasty beverage, and let's haiku. Okay, welcome back. We're going to get to a nice piece from the latest issue of Wales Haiku Journal, which can be found right up there. It's a wonderful free journal. Punch it up on your phone and scroll away. It'll do you some good. This piece by Lori Kiefer really caught my attention just because it really engaged my senses. It's just a nice summer piece. Nothing too dramatic going on, nothing oppressive going on. It's not digging in too deep into your psyche or your soul. It's just a poem that you just take it in and you're glad that you did. You know, your day is better for it, having witnessed this moment. And what is that moment? That moment is this. Sea breeze. The scent of lavender bending into the blue. Sea breeze, the scent of lavender bending into the blue. Really, really nice piece. A lot of good little bits of rhyme in there, a couple of bees, and it's just really just as a feast for the senses. And let's go ahead and break it down. It does follow the fragment and phrase format, with the first line being the fragments and lines 2 and 3 being the phrase. Again, we see that pretty commonly these days. And the first line is sea breeze. Sea breeze. And boy, for a first line, again, you want to put the reader in, take them into a moment, put them someplace, kind of drop them into someplace in the world. And sea breeze, boy, it really drops me into a really nice place into the world. I can't think of, because it's the word breeze and not wind, it's a very pleasant place to be. There's nothing threatening. There's nothing to be worried about. You don't think about necessarily the heat or anything. It's just the sea breeze, which is gentle, which is coming off the ocean, and it's got a very distinctive smell, and it's just a very calm, pleasant, wonderful thing. I mean, who doesn't like a sea breeze? If for some reason you have a harsh experience with sea breeze, leave a comment. I'd like to see that. That would be an enlightening piece. But the first line, sea breeze, sets us up in a nice place. I'm already smiling. It's summertime here in St. Louis. And when you think of a breeze on a sunny summer day, that's a good cooling thing. And it's taking me away from St. Louis. It's putting me on a coast somewhere in the world that I've been to before. And I am happy, happy, happy. That brings us to line 2. Like, where is this mellow, wonderful line going to take me? Where is the poem going to take me? I almost don't care, but I do. I want to see what happens in line 2. And line 2, another pleasant line. The scent of lavender. The scent of lavender. So you have a sea breeze, that salty smell, and then you have the scent of lavender. Again, it's one of my favorite scents. I have a lot of my hand soaps and stuff are lavender scented. Very calming piece. It's a nice, beautiful shade of purple. Just so we're seeing things, we're smelling things, we're feeling the breeze. And it's just a really wonderful environment that we're in, a wonderful spot of the world that we've been dropped into. And that brings us to line 3. Again, another beautiful, nice gentle line of bending into the blue. bending into the blue. And I like that, into the blue. Da, 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 into the blue. A little rhyme, the little way that the meter of the language just kind of beats into that long ooh at the end. Settled into the blue. And I am torn whether or not I'm settling into the blue of the ocean or the blue of the sky. Either way, I don't care. I mean, they can come together with a no line on the horizon kind of situation out at the end. But I'm just kick back and very chill. And like I said, we all need these moments. We all need these poems. And I thank Lori Kiefer for giving me this moment to settle into. Because no matter what's happening in your world, or what's happening in life or the world around you, this kind of goes into a little bit of a more serious topic, in that there's sort of this when bad things are happening in the world, or there's conflict going on, there's often a real sense of urgency for creative types, for artists, writers, poets, musicians, to get involved and engage with that conflict and hit it head on and try to, give voice to the people, give voice to the angst of the unrest, try to take part and take charge. And in some cases, people might think that a poem like this, you shouldn't be writing stuff like this when the world is crazy. And I always disagree with that. Not only because I think that there are people that have certain voices that lend themselves well to protest poems, that lend themselves well to, to taking the charge and taking it to the street. But in all of that chaos, the end result, at some point, we want that to calm down. We want to come to a place where we can experience the sea breeze. Sea breeze, the scent of lavender bending into the blue. We also need to be reminded of these things in conflict, to be reminded that we can still hold on to something peaceful, to something wonderful, to something happy to hold on to, because that, again, is a motivation to want to get to that better place, to make change so that everyone can enjoy moments like this. And I think these poems, even though they are beautiful and calm, and they are just as much activist in their own way, by daring to say, this is important. These things matter too. Don't lose sight of these types of moments in the world. Don't write them off. Don't discount them as being something that's either childish or soft or unworthy of your attention. Because to do that means that your heart and your soul have hardened to the point where you lose a sense of connection to the world, connection to your senses, connected to whatever this is that we're all a part of and sharing together. And I think these poems are bold, and they need to be written. So if you're writing moon poems, keep writing moon poems. We can never have enough moon poems. If you're writing lavender poems and sea breeze poems, keep writing them. We can never run out of a need for good sea breeze poems, good lavender poems. They are just as important as anything else. And I really needed to read this poem when I came across it, with some crazy things happening in my own life. So I greatly appreciated for it. I'm sure everybody out there needs to step into these moments as well at some point. So wherever you come across this YouTube video in your day or in your life, hopefully it brought you a little smile, a little respite. And you can go back to it again and again. That's the nice thing about YouTube. If you want to, if you're having a hard day down the line, pull back up this little piece and engage in this poem. Again, that poem is Sea Breeze, the scent of lavender bending into the blue. Go there, be there for that moment. And check out Wales Haiku Journal. It's a wonderful place to find more moments like this, as well as all other kinds of poems. And that's that, my dear audience. That wraps up today's adventure, today's episode. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. If you like this, hit the thumbs up to like the episode. Think about subscribing if you haven't subscribed. If you do subscribe, think about ringing the bell to get notified when new episodes appear. Thank you very much. Enjoy. I hope you're well in wherever you are in the world, whatever's going on in your life. And if you are struggling, hopefully something like this can help bring a little bit of peace, a little bit of, respite from the chaos. Cheers, cheers, cheers.